Hi folks, welcome back to the Waygate Technology Shop. Dan here for the Kramer instrument line. And just a quick one for you today. Wanted to cover a hard instrument reset on the Go Plus platform. So the same procedure works for a USM Go, a DMS Go, a CL Go, whether it's the original joystick version of the instrument. If you have an instrument with a joystick like this, procedure is exactly the same as it is for a Go Plus with the 5-way switch pad. An instrument may lose its mind software-wise, or sometimes after a particular software update, there will be enough changes to the instrument structure that a hard reset needs to be done. So if the instrument is on and running, the first step to performing a reset is to turn it off. If something drastic happened, that the software was locked up, the instrument was stuck on, holding the power button down for 10 or 12 seconds continuously will force it to power off. Generally, just a quick pop on the power button, it will turn off normally. But if for some reason it's become unresponsive, you can always do a long hold on the power button. Now, in order to do a reset, you're going to hold down this function key and this function key, the two outer ends highlighted in orange. So we're going to hold these two buttons down while pressing the power button. And you're going to want to continue to hold those and just give the power button a brief press. You'll hear the relay click. Keep holding the buttons through the white boot screen, the Waygate Technology splash screen. And when you get to this screen on a combo instrument, you can let go of the keys and the reset will have happened. Okay, and if you're booting into the USM Go, you'll notice the message that the instrument reset. Now then, after a reset, you will need to go back and set a couple of the parameters to your personal preferences rather than the factory defaults. One that's going to be pretty common for folks in North America is the instrument's going to be in metric mode. So if you go to the config menu, find units, change that back to inch. There are a couple of important parameters that need to be programmed back in after a reset. One of those is the zero block thickness and velocity setting. The zero block is the block that's built into the kickstand. And you'll notice that there's a velocity and a thickness engraved on the zero block itself. So you must come back in after the reset, find the zero block parameter, right, and the thickness in my case is 6.373, and that's correct, and 5744 meters per second. So mine is still matching correctly, but just come in here and double check that and make sure, because if that's not programmed correctly, you won't be able to calibrate accurately. Another set of parameters to make sure you correct after the reset is your velocity reference block. If you have an instrument with top coat not OV, an advanced instrument for DMS, it will come with a copper calibration block. The copper block is engraved with a velocity and a serial number. So you would come in and program the serial number, so in my case, it's 0220 YR. Okay. The velocity is 2420 meters per second, or 0.1845 inches per microsecond. 0.1845 inches per microsecond. Okay, that would be the velocity of the paint or coating that you intended to measure with the top coat feature. Okay, when those are complete, you hit done. And now the instrument is ready to go. So just make sure after a reset, either on the flaw detector or the thickness gauge side, the USM, DMS, CLGO Plus, you reset the units to your desired units. You come in and check and make sure that the zero block parameters are correctly entered for the thickness gauge sides, the DMS or the CLGO. For DMS Go Advanced, make sure your reference block parameters are programmed correctly. And once that's done, you're all set to go. So that's it for an instrument reset on the USM DMS CLGO Plus platform. Hold down these two outer buttons while turning the instrument on. You need to continue to hold the buttons until the instrument's powered all the way up, but you can let go of the power switch as soon as you hear the relay click and the first white splash screen comes up. So that's it. If you have any questions, please reach out to remote service at bakerhughes.com, and we will be glad to help you out.